Hello, my name is Lorraine Garvie of District32, and I'm pretty excited today to have a conversation with Stacey Tighe of Coconuts of the Earth. How are you, Stacey?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you, Lorraine?
I'm very well, thank you. So look, I had the absolute pleasure of having some of your products last week. They are divine. But before I start ranting and raving on about it, can you just tell us a lot about, Stacey, what is Coconuts of the Earth? What is your business?
So, Coconuts of the Earth is basically we make a bunch of eco-friendly coconut creations. So, we do things like candles in the coconut shells. This one has some seashells in it. We make tea light holders and we make coconut scented tea light candles as well. So, we're all about creating a range of eco-friendly products that are going to have a long-term positive effect on the planet and the environment.
They're absolutely beautiful. Now I can talk about the ones that you just delivered to me. The scents that you've got in them are they're just luxurious, right? The scent
Yes.
and the gems in them, it makes them, I don't have any other word, they're just luxurious, right? They just get such a nice feel, touch, scent, and then to have them delivered in that coconut shell, it's just different, right? It's nice.
It
Um,
is. Yeah, you never get two coconut shells the same. So every single creation is entirely unique.
which is beautiful, right? How did you get into that, Stacey?
Well, I discovered that on average, about 35 million candle jars end up in landfill every single year. And I started to, really investigate that. And because glass doesn't biodegrade, that means that every year the glass jars are getting piled up and piled up and piled up. And I started to wonder how many jars I have put there throughout my life because I have used a lot of candles. And I just wanted to try and create something that was a little bit more eco-friendly, something you didn't have to feel bad about throwing away after. So that was kind of the driving force behind it. And just wanted to make products that were going to have a much more positive long-term effect on our wildlife, the planet, everything like that. So that was kind of the backstory for why I started creating my products.
Why candles? Why did you start looking into candles and candle jars? Why is that the product?
Well, I've always loved using candles. And for me, I find candles a really beautiful way to unwind and relax after like a really stressful, busy day. I feel like it really sets the tone for me to be able to just completely unwind and have that feeling of serenity and calmness. And I always associate coconuts with being on a holiday. It really makes me feel like I'm in Bali or sipping a pina colada or something like that. It's just a very nostalgic thing. So I thought, I wonder if I can combine the two and actually bring that holiday feeling to you. So you kind of have that experience of walking in, lighting up your coconut candle. All the fragrances are very coconut orientated. So it's just one of those amazing things where you just come in, you light it, and instantly your place transforms into a little tropical paradise holiday feeling, and it's so lovely.
And it does. I can vouch for that. So how long have you been doing this, Stacey?
I've been doing it for going on to 3 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You started out in the markets, didn't you? You still do the markets?
Yes. So originally I actually was making them for myself because I just wanted to start making my own candles and start looking down the sustainable route. And then I became obsessed with making them because I have so much fun. And I ended up with too much. So I was like, I've got to start giving these away. So I ended up giving them out to my family and friends for free as little gifts and just to be just give them out. I was making too many and I didn't have a need for all of them. And then they came back to me and said, these are so amazing and so unique. You really should start putting them out there and make a little page for them. So I thought, okay, I might as well. So I made an Instagram page for them. And then I started getting messages of people saying, how can I purchase these? And I thought, oh my gosh, people actually want to buy them. This is crazy. And then so I started selling them really casually on my Instagram page. And then I started getting people messaging me who coordinated markets and started saying, you got to come and do our markets. Your products are so different and they would be so cute at our markets. And I was like, oh my gosh, markets now, what the hell? Because I'm a full-time hairdresser. So it was never really something that I thought would become such a big thing. It was just a hobby, you know. And then I started doing markets, and then next thing I knew, I was doing markets every Sunday and made my website official online. So started getting lots of online sales. And then, yeah, and then I dropped to part-time hairdressing so I could put more into my candles because they became a lot bigger than I predicted them to. So yeah, now it's a combination of online sales and markets. I'm also stocked in a couple of massage parlors now, which is amazing. So
Wow.
it's just slowly growing and getting a lot bigger, which is amazing.
Like, these are the stories that I love, right? I was asked, I think it was just last week, what was the biggest mistake that business owners make? And the business, one of them is, they go to market with what they've got and they say, this is what I've got, anybody want it, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
when it's hard because you're pushing against what you've got to offer. But stories like your own, it's like the universe saying, come this way, come this
Yeah.
way. And the customers need and want drives the supply. And that really has got all the elements here, really successful business, as you're seeing for yourself. So
Yeah.
well
It's
done.
amazing how naturally it's all just kind of come about because it's never been a stressful thing for me. It's always just been a fun, creative outlet. And I think that's probably what creates the most beautiful products if there's lots of love and passion gone into it, as opposed to like stress and feeling like you need to achieve it, because obviously my main source of income is the hairdressing, so I've always got that to fall back on, which actually does take a lot of the stress out of, I need this to be successful, I need this to be successful, which causes stress, and then you're putting stress into your work, as opposed to like, this is so fun, this is such a creative thing for me to do on my days off, and I just absolutely love it, and it's something I'm so passionate about, and I'm so proud of how far it has come compared to day one, and how much I've learned, and all the people's lives that I have like impacted with when they see them. And it's so exciting and new and interesting because people are definitely starting to go down more of an eco-friendly route because we all want to try and have a more positive impact on the environment. And I just love when people come across them at the market stalls. I never get that reaction of, oh, more candles, more candles. It's always, oh my God, is that in a coconut? What? And it's like such a big, exciting thing. Everyone's so excited by it. So it makes me feel so proud that I've created something that creates that kind of emotion and reaction in people, that stand out.
And I think the other half is, Stacey, you probably don't give yourself enough credit for who you are. Like who you are as a person is going to attract people as well. And you wouldn't have this repeat business and this business if you weren't passionate about what you do, and honest and friendly and enthusiastic and open, and all of these things is this great big package, which is becoming coconuts of the earth. And I love the name.
Oh, thank you.
The name is fantastic, and your website's fantastic, and I got little carnelian stone earrings which were just gorgeous.
Thank you.
But what do you think's been the most challenging part of it then?
I definitely think the most challenging part of it has been trying to experiment with all the different types of waxes that are out there in the world to try and really create that perfect product. I have put a lot of hours and time into testing hundreds of different waxes and wicks and fragrances, and it's really time consuming. And there's so much at the beginning. There was always something to tweak and something to change, and it's actually a really long process because when you make a candle you have to actually wait a week before you can light it to actually test it, because it needs a chance to properly cure and set. So that whole week you're just nail biting, your anticipation, you're like, is this going to be the perfect one or not? And then you light it, and then there might be something small like, oh, I can't really smell it much, I need to add up the fragrance or something like that. So I feel like it is a lot of patience and a lot of note taking and constantly going back and forth and readjusting your formula and stuff like that. So it's a lot of patience, and a lot of people can tend to get really frustrated and give up. But I think if you love it, you find it interesting to note the successes and the failures and kind of figure out what makes a great candle and what doesn't. So that's definitely been quite a challenging thing, figuring out the perfect recipe for the perfect candle.
And so what's next for you? Where are you going to take it?
I would love, like, I feel like my ideal customers, I guess, are people interested in living sustainably, and bigger picture, I would really love my candles to be the go-to product for furnishing all things beachside, such as coastal cafes or restaurants, as well as like weddings and other special events that are by the beach. I just think these would be really cute table toppers for the restaurants and cafes by the beach, or as like a centerpiece for weddings, or like a giveaway as like a wedding gift. I'd also love for my products to have a bit of a bigger presence in massage parlors and spas. I think they would really help to give people that feeling of an escape when they walk into the massage parlor, to actually feel like they've gone off to Bali or something, as opposed to being in Perth. I want to transport people to different beautiful places to give them that holiday experience. And yeah, I'd love to be seen a bit more in like little boutique collective shops and things like that. That would be really amazing for me. But ultimately, like my ultimate goal, or like where I would want this to end up, is I would love to have a combination of a hair salon and a small business retail section. So that way I can do both things that I love. I can promote small business products. I can have my candles out there and be doing like cutting and all that kind of stuff with the hairdressing as well, and just have that combination of two with the salon and the little small business retail section and things like that. That would be really amazing, and to be able to help get other small business products and companies advertised through my salon would be really rewarding.
Wow, I think you're 95% there, Stacey. You are, right? So I think, yeah, what you've created is beautiful. And the fact that you're already doing distribution, you know, you're having this being resold through other outlets is, it's just fantastic. You know, you've got an online store, you've got a great business model between the markets, the online, the social media sales, and the people reselling. You know, it's just a fantastic business model, and I'm really excited to watch you grow. And it's just really nice for me to hear, you know, I'm meeting hundreds of business owners all the time, and just to hear the absolute joy in what you do is a big, you know, is a big thing. But I guess what's coming up for you is Christmas, right? I guess we want to showcase these, and because they are beautiful. Can you hold one of those up actually and show me the little gems inside? Can you point that to the camera?
Well, this one's actually got seashells in it.
Beautiful.
So it's a really popular one at the moment because it gives it that really beachy kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Christmas coming up, they're fantastic because the chances are that whoever you're buying for probably has never seen anything like this or got anything like this for themselves before. So it does make a great present. Very unique.
Yeah, and they are unique. Like the ones I got had all different gems in them. Some of them was a couple, and then the other one had like maybe 10 or 12 little different coloured gems in them. And they're different essential oils. So if people look on your website, you can actually choose a feeling and an essential oil and a type, you know, for one of your candles, which I just thought was such a nice touch.
Yeah, it kind of gives the candle a bit more of an intention. So it's really nice for gift giving if the candle itself has a bit of an intention with the crystal combination in it, whether it's abundance or success or like they love to meditate, things like that. There's so many different candles with the crystals to represent different feelings and emotions, and then to customize and choose your own fragrance to go with that. It just really makes it special for that particular person.
That is so unique, Stacey, right? Yeah. People just don't get that anywhere else. I think it's absolutely
Yeah, it's nice to custom create it for them. There's a lot of that way you've put a lot of love into it and a lot of thought into it as well, rather than I've just got something off the shelf. It's like you've actually kind of created the perfect formula for that particular person.
I think that sounds like a promo, right? We need to put that across all the District 32 members, because it is like, it's like choose your own fragrance, choose your own emotion, put on your gift. I think it's really fantastic.
Yeah.
But, look, Stacey, thank you very much for sharing your time today. I think it's really great to get an insight into you and who you are and the product and the differentiation. And it's an absolute joy to have you in and around the network. Everybody knows who you are. You bring that little bit of light with you into every one of the rooms. But look, thank you very much. I wish you every success, and I'll be really,
Thank you.
yeah, I'm delighted to stand and watch you. on what
Yes,
comes
thank you
next
so
for you.
much.
But Stacey, how do people find you?
It's Coconuts of the Earth. So Coconuts of the Earth at squaresite.com. Otherwise, yeah, it's Coconuts of the Earth on Instagram and Facebook. So you can go there, and the website link is in the just like the bio on the social media. So you can just click and go straight to the website through there.
Well, it's okay if we put your contact details in that link underneath the video?
Yes, of course, for sure. That'd be awesome.
Well, Stacey, thank you
you
very much, and I
Thank
will
you so
see you soon.
much.
Thank you.
That's okay, no worries. Thank you so much, Lorraine.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.